Imagine this. You are home alone, the night is dark and stormy, and then the phone rings. The shrill ring pierces the silence, causing a shiver to run down your spine. A sense of dread fills the air as you hesitantly reach out to answer, the cold, sleek body of the device sending a chill through your fingertips. Hello? Your voice wavers as it echoes in the quiet room, the storm outside only amplifying the heavy atmosphere. A crackle of static is the only response at first. Then a voice, distorted and almost inhuman, sends a jolt through your system. It's a voice you don't recognize, a voice that seems to be shrouded in mystery, carrying an undercurrent of urgency. The voice speaks, its words muffled and garbled, yet you manage to make out a cryptic message. An event. A significant event. Everything will change. A chill sweeps over you, the words resonating in the silence that follows. The line goes dead before you can ask any questions. The dial tone a grim reminder of the strange call you just received. Anxiety seizes you as the words of the stranger reverberate in your mind. An event? What could they possibly mean? You feel as if you've been thrust into a puzzle with no clear way out. The cryptic warning leaves you with a sense of unease, a gnawing feeling that something significant is about to unfold. As you sit there, the phone still clutched in your hand, the storm outside seems to mirror the turmoil in your mind. Questions whirl around like the gusts of wind battering against your windows. Who was this stranger? Why did they call you? And more importantly, what could they mean by an event that will change everything? The room suddenly feels colder. The shadows cast by the flickering light seem to dance menacingly on the walls. You're left alone with your thoughts, the strange phone call the only thing occupying your mind. The mystery has only just begun. The anticipation of what's to come, the uncertainty, only fuels your curiosity and fear. Who was this stranger on the other end of the line, and what did they mean by an event that will change everything? The questions hang heavily in the air as the storm outside rages on, a fitting backdrop to the mystery that has just begun to unfold. Shaken by the strange phone call, our protagonist finds a cryptic clue left at their doorstep. It's a small, unassuming parcel, wrapped in brown paper tied with a string. A package that could have been innocent, had it not been for the peculiar phone call that preceded its arrival. Opening the package reveals a single piece of parchment, an antiquated medium in a digital age. On it, a cryptic message. It reads, "The eye of the storm sees not its path, yet it follows it nonetheless." A riddle, an enigma, wrapped in the guise of a simple statement. Intriguing, isn't it? Our protagonist, now deeply embroiled in this unfolding drama, can't help but feel a shiver of excitement, mixed with a dash of apprehension. This cryptic clue seems to be linked to the mysterious phone call, but how? The voice on the line, distant yet unmistakably urgent, had mentioned a storm. Could this be the storm it was referring to? In the quest to decipher the clue, our protagonist's mind races at 1,000 miles per hour. Each word of the cryptic message is scrutinized, dissected, analyzed. The eye of the storm, what could it signify? A central figure perhaps, or a situation of chaos and confusion? And its path? Is it a literal path or a metaphor for a journey, a series of events, a destiny? The deeper our protagonist delves into the riddle, the more it seems to pull them into its vortex. A whirlwind of thoughts, theories, and conjectures. The cryptic clue becomes an obsession, a puzzle that demands to be solved, a mystery that refuses to remain shrouded. Yet the more they ponder, the more elusive the answer becomes. The cryptic clue, like a mirage in a desert, seems to offer a solution, only to dissolve into thin air upon closer scrutiny. But what does this cryptic clue mean, and how does it connect to the mysterious phone call? As our protagonist grapples with this mystery, one thing is clear. They are now an integral part of a drama that's yet to fully unfold. And so, the saga continues. Just when our protagonist thinks they are getting a hold on the situation, there's a knock on the door. A hushed silence falls over the room. The knock is unexpected, but so is everything that's been happening today. Our protagonist, their heart pounding like a drum, takes a deep breath and opens the door. On the threshold stands a stranger, a figure shrouded in mystery. They're nondescript, almost intentionally so, and their eyes are hidden behind a pair of dark sunglasses. They introduce themselves with a name that feels like a pseudonym, a name that echoes with a vague sense of familiarity. "I have information about the phone call and the cryptic clue," they say. Their voice is low, almost a whisper, but it carries a weight that sends a shiver down our protagonist's spine. The stranger does not step into the room. They don't even remove their sunglasses. They just stand there, on the threshold, their presence casting a long shadow inside the room. The protagonist is intrigued, but also wary. They're not sure whether to trust this stranger, but they're desperate for answers. The stranger begins to talk, their words weaving a tale that is as fascinating as it is terrifying. They speak of secret societies, hidden agendas, and a conspiracy that runs deeper than anyone could imagine. But for every answer they provide, they leave two more questions in their wake. Their words, cryptic and elusive, only serve to deepen the mystery. The tension in the room escalates, the air growing thick with suspense. The protagonist is left with more questions than they had before the stranger's arrival, and then, just as abruptly as they arrived, the stranger departs. They leave behind a chilling silence, a void filled with unanswered questions and unspoken secrets. The protagonist watches them go, their mind spinning with the new information and the growing mystery. But who was this visitor, and why were they so interested in our protagonist's situation? The questions linger in the air, unanswered, as our protagonist is left to unravel the enigma that is the unexpected visitor. With the mysterious visitor gone, our protagonist is left to piece together the puzzle. Now alone, they feel a surge of determination. The room is thick with suspense, the air heavy with the weight of unanswered questions. They begin to connect the dots, weaving together the threads of the mysterious phone call, the cryptic clue, and the unexpected visitor. The phone call, a voice from the past, had warned them of an impending event. The cryptic clue, a riddle wrapped in an enigma, had pointed towards the same event. And the unexpected visitor, a shadowy figure from an unknown origin, had confirmed their worst fears. As they delve deeper, the protagonist's mind races. The cryptic clue, once an indecipherable jumble of words, starts to take shape. The words from the mysterious phone call echo in their mind, merging with the message of the cryptic clue. They realize the event mentioned in the phone call is happening sooner than expected. A chill runs down their spine at the thought. The clock is ticking, and time is running out. The protagonist's heart pounds in their chest as they realize the magnitude of what's at stake. The mystery is no longer just a puzzle to be solved. It's a race against time, a desperate bid to prevent a catastrophe. The protagonist feels a sense of urgency, a frantic need to solve the mystery and avert the impending disaster. They set their jaw, their eyes filled with determination. They refuse to let fear paralyze them. They know they must act, and they must act fast. They're not just solving a mystery anymore. They're fighting for something bigger, something far more significant. Every second counts. Every clue is a piece of the puzzle. Every revelation brings them one step closer to the truth. The protagonist knows they can't afford to make a mistake. The stakes are too high, the consequences too dire. They have to solve the mystery, they have to prevent the event. But can our protagonist solve the mystery in time? The question hangs in the air, creating a palpable tension. The clock is ticking, time is running out, the mystery is unraveling, but will it be fast enough? Time is running out, and our protagonist is on the brink of a major revelation. Our hero, after tireless hours spent in the labyrinth of clues, has finally found the key. The cryptic clue, a masterstroke of deception and cunning, has been deciphered. A sense of triumph courses through their veins as they hold in their hands the answer that has eluded them for so long. The cryptic clue, once an enigma wrapped in a riddle, now lays bare its secrets. It's like a complex puzzle finally falling into place. The revelation is shocking, stunning our protagonist into silence. The true nature of the event, so masterfully hidden, has been uncovered. It's bigger, more dangerous, and far more consequential than they could have ever imagined. But just as they are about to act, just as they are about to take that pivotal step, a familiar ringtone echoes through the room. The sound, once mundane, now sends a shiver down their spine. It's another mysterious phone call, an interruption that couldn't have come at a worse time. Our protagonist hesitates, their hand hovering over the device. The phone continues to ring, its incessant chime slicing through the tense silence. It's a harbinger of news, but whether it's good or bad, they can't tell. They take a deep breath, steeling themselves for what's to come. They pick up the phone, their heart pounding in their chest. A voice filters through, a voice that sends a chill down their spine. It's a voice they recognize, a voice that carries with it a sense of foreboding. The conversation is brief, the words exchanged cryptic, but it's enough. Enough to change everything. to turn their world upside down once again. They hang up, their mind racing with possibilities. Who is on the other end of the line this time, and what do they want? Tune in next time to find out.